Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
I got you.
No, Earl's got first pick. You're
That's
second.
That's
Right.
a thumbnail right there. That's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
There you go. Wait, that's the thumbnail?
It's the porter talking.
This is the thumbnail.
Whoa, I'm starting off this trailer with those two things right there.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what do they talk about in this episode?
I know, right?
I gotta watch it all.
Whoa!
I know. Welcome to the Better with Beers podcast, episode 9 with Brandon, Alex, and Earl. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe.
Wow.
They had no clue I was going to do that. That's just off the top of my head. Just did it. Welcome to the Better with Beers podcast.
Thank goodness for alcohol.
I know, right?
Brandon, better with beers.
It wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it was fine. It was good. It was good.
Are we at shot? Are we at shot time already?
Oh, we are. We are. Wait,
No,
you
that
guys
was-
not ready? You guys
That was good. That was
ready?
funny.
Yeah. No, I
'Cause you know, I
always
were.
got to hear now.
I think now we're starting a tradition. I mean, Alex, you got to do a shot in the beginning.
Yep.
Those of you watching, do you like this tradition? Please tell us. If not, who cares? You're doing it anyway.
Do you like it? If you like it, don't say anything.
Yep.
Merry
If you
Christmas.
don't like it,
This
you
is-
can say something. I'm still going to take a shot.
Oh, I didn't even grab a shot glass. Oh, I'm not a bottle, whatever.
Yeah. Well, cheers to your bottle, you
Cheers.
alcoholic.
Hey, Pierce pressure.
Pierce pressure.
Very good. That's wild turkey. That's straight bourbon this time. But again, welcome to the Better with Beers podcast. We are doing a Christmas themed episode this time. As you can see, I took out all the stops, got the full ensemble,
I love
pants
that.
and everything.
That's great. I love that tie.
Yeah. I did a little teaser with just a blazer, a couple episodes of me and Alex, but I had to do a full ensemble. And I was going to do a Christmas hat like you were all. I'm like, this is like my thing now. Like it's in the logo. Like this.
That's how people know you.
That's how they know
Like
me. Right?
you avoid the paparazzi by not wearing that hat.
I know. Yeah. It's like, dude, when I was watching the Halloween episode, when I was Homelander, I had no hat on. I didn't even recognize myself. I was
Your
like,
hair looked awesome though. Your hair
What?
looked fabulous.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, I got the Christmas background. Alex, I like your setup over there. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. I got the Budweiser Clydesdale horses, and has legit, barrels of beer that they're
Legit.
transporting. I don't know. I can't remember what the actual story is. I think it has something to do with the Prohibition days and racing barrels of
think so.
beer from something. I don't know. If you know the true story, share it in the comments below. I'm lazy and I didn't look it up.
Yeah. The one thing we're not lazy about is drinking the beer, but a history
Right.
of some certain things. Yeah.
And they really have stepped it up. Obviously, they have to compete now with all of the craft breweries that have been popping up everywhere, and people actually care about the beer that they're drinking and want to drink better quality beer. So,
Well, they're competing by buying them out.
yeah. But I don't know. I confess, I'll drink a Bud Light, at a bowling alley or on a golf course.
Oh yeah. I mean, on the golf course, we know we're drinking a lot of beers out there. So
Right. You want to be drinking water.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and a couple times, the one time you came up here, not only, actually, we were drinking Dogfish 90 minutes, actually, not Bud Lights, and then we were taking shots of bourbon out there too.
Yeah.
That was a good time. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh man, Earl, you got a good setup over there too. I like it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Earl's more simple. Like, you got
Very
the
simple.
Santa hat, the red shirt, but it's festive. I
Yeah,
like
this
it.
is what we did not put out this year in our decorations. We still had a bin of decorations we didn't put out, so I found that and just threw it up.
Cool. All right. Well, before I continue, 'cause I always say this at the end, but I feel like I should say it in the beginning because people may not last till the end with how we go. But please, while you're here, hit the subscribe button below, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Any help is appreciated, especially now in the early days. For those of you watching, much appreciated. Also, join us on Untapped. I'm putting the links to our Untapped on there now, so you can follow us on there and put on your favorite beers, rate your beers, and we'll do the same. So good transition into talking about the beers we had tonight. I'm going to go
Yes.
last because I failed, and I'll explain that when I'm up. But we'll let you go first.
All right. Well, I got two. I'm still thinking about which one I want to open first. But because we got the Christmas theme, I have Hardywood gingerbread porter. Now the Hardywood's got a whole gingerbread collection. I think I had the gingerbread stout already on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think I had that already, and that was like in a bottle. So this is the gingerbread porter, Imperial porter made with ginger, vanilla, cinnamon, and honey. ABV is 9.2, and this
Wow.
is the Christmas pancakes. Pancakes. I
Wow.
like pancakes.
That's
That's-
yeah.
awesome.
That but both have to be like
Yeah.
rich, like
Yeah,
really
yeah,
rich.
that sounds
So
good,
this is
yeah.
a Imperial milk stout with
Wha-
spices, honey, and maple syrup. ABV
Wow.
also 9.2. So Hardywood's got their whole gingerbread series collection. They also have I got a bottle upstairs. I should have brought that down just to show, because I'm not going to open it because it's a hard to come by bottle. But they have their Christmas morning stout, and then they have their aged Christmas morning stout. And I got the aged one. It's a corked bottle with the cage on the cork and everything.
Oh,
And
sweet.
my local beer supply store put on Facebook that they got them in. So I went right after I got off work, and he went from, in like 6 hours, he went from 35 bottles he got to 13 after I bought a couple within just a few hours. So it was trying. I live in a small town. I know that doesn't sound like it's going fast, but that's going fast for the small town I live in. So
Yeah, for sure.
very, very good series of beers. So I
Yeah,
don't know,
they
guess
both
I'll
sound
go with
good. Which
porter
one you
first.
cracked open first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the porter, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, they sound awesome.
What do you got, Alex?
So I have Reindeer's Revenge. It's actually some really cool can art. We'll post the picture up there
Yeah.
so that you have a better look at it. But it's got a picture of a pretty angry looking reindeer with some Christmas lights wrapped around its antlers. And it's by Iron Hill Brewery. Man, I tell you, I've been seeing a lot more newer beers coming out of Iron Hill Brewery. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing different, but like I was watching the Eagles game the other day and I found their, Philly favorite beer, and it was an IPA, and it was a great IPA. It was an easy drinking, beer, and pretty normal percentage. Of course, this one's 9%, so it's an American triple.
Strong.
So but yeah, it's
I saw something recently that
exciting.
they're definitely expanding. They're making more beers and distributing, more places and
Right.
stuff lately.
Well, we have a couple of the restaurants in
Yeah, yeah.
Delaware, and I've been there through my work. We've had work functions there, which I love when I get to have work functions at a brewery. It's great. But yeah, it's the restaurants themselves serve great food and great beer.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, I'm really excited
Oh.
if they're going to be expanding and coming out with new beers.
I was just at the one up in I don't know what you call the area, but when my brother-in-law Nathan was in town, we were up there, but in the shipyard, the old shipyards where Blue Rock Stadium is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Yeah, it's a nice.
Yeah,
area.
have you been there recently?
Yes, yeah, they
It's like
refaced the whole
Whole
area.
thing. There's
Really?
like
Yeah.
there's a ton of Iron Hill breweries there. I was that's where we ate and drank, but a ton of restaurants, an indoor
Mhm.
trampoline park, a movie
Wow.
theater, putt course. I mean, you can go there and stay in a hotel all weekend and have a ton to do just in that one little area now. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Cool.
yeah.
Little
And
boardwalk area.
it's a little different right now because of the whole COVID thing.
I mean,
Going on.
it's different, but when we went, there were still a lot of people there. Like I was wearing
yeah.
a mask or whatever, but it was still pretty
Well-
cool. But obviously, when this all goes away, it's gonna be a lot better.
Right, and Constitution Yards is right there, which is where they have their beer garden every single year.
Yeah.
And they do Oktoberfest there. Yeah, it's a really cool place. My wife and I go there all the time, and we just walk up and down it. They have it set up like a boardwalk,
Yeah.
where you can hit up different restaurants and everything. And if you head away from the restaurants on that same boardwalk, they actually built out. It's the DuPont Nature Reserve Center, and there's like a big building with a elevator you can go all the way to the top of and kind of overlook some of the Delaware marshlands. But they extended the path for this little boardwalk to connect to another trail that connects to Newcastle, that connects to another trail. I mean, all in all, in total, I believe it's like 15 miles long.
Nice.
And
Oh wow.
it's yeah, and it takes you right. It's a really, really nice. Some bridges, some actual paved trails, but they're really nice. They're really well kept, and it's an opportunity for people to get out and get some fresh air. Not right now because it's like 26 degrees outside. But
Dude,
What's wrong with that?
I don't know about you, but up here, the low tonight was 9 degrees.
9.
No, not
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We're going down to maybe 29. but
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You got all that snow.
I'd rather have snow. I want snow.
I had
so
a had a snow day this week off of work, which is always fun and stuff, except for my job, don't get paid, which kind of sucks. But
bad. Yeah.
but what was nice, I
That
was
is
able
the
to go.
downside.
It is downside, but I think we got to end up getting about 8 inches up here. My car can't drive in the snow for crap. There's no way I was able to go in. But I got to drink and play some Call of Duty with you guys.
There you
Never
go.
get to do
That's
that.
right.
Never
Yep.
really get to do that during the week, except for like a little bit before work. But I don't get to drink or anything.
I'm putting my beer on Untapped right now.
There you go.
So I'm gonna start. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna start doing that. If you get on Untapped and start following us, then you'll see when I post one. It'd be live during the show. You'll know when we're recording.
Very nice. I like that. All right, I'll go last. The reason why I wanted to go last and I failed is because they both got Christmas beers. Wanted to get a Christmas beer, but I was really lazy. And by the time I was ready to go out and get one, the beer store already closed. Now I did have beer, but I feel bad too because not only is it not a Christmas beer, it's not a local beer. And
Dude,
we all like to try to.
you are a walking Christmas billboard right now. So
I know. So
trust me, you're okay.
I made
I
up
think
for
you
it.
made up for it.
Yeah, yeah, with the green screen, with this, yeah, for sure. But it's a popular brewing company, Cigar City Brewing. I know you guys have probably heard of it.
Yep.
And I'm sure people watching has probably heard of it. I did end up I got a variety pack, so this is the Florida Man Double IPA. You guys are drinking 9%. Please be at least 8. Don't be a little bitch. 8.5. 8.5.
Dog.
Okay, so it's all right. But so yeah, that's a double IPA they got. This one's Florida Cracker, Belgian style wheat ale. I got that one.
Nice.
Good
Back up.
deal.
This one's like I think one of their standard ones. Jai Alai. I say it. Jai Alai Indie IPA.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it's a green can, so it's showing black because the green screen.
That's funny.
I was just
thinking
about
that.
to
Like,
say.
I had that, but it doesn't. I don't recognize that can though.
I know it's green.
That's funny. It's snowing too.
It's snowing on the can.
I know, right?
That's
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
dude, it's a new thing. The cans are coming out animated. I don't know how they did it. It's so
With
cool. though.
RGB.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then the fourth one is God, you got some hard names on here. Guayabera. It's a Citra Pale Ale. It's also green, but it's a light green, so you can kind of see it.
That's corduroy. What are you talking about?
Corduroy. Okay. If you look at it, oh, it turned black.
What?
Guayabera. I don't know, but now y'all, all these are like 5%. But I like Cigar City beers. It's good. Friday pack is affordable.
They're pretty easy drinking. There's nothing too crazy about them, but they're all pretty easy drinking.
Yeah. Okay. For sure on next episode though, I'm getting some sort of stout or porter because I yet to have buy that.
It's
so.
cold weather, man. You gotta have it.
No.
You gotta try to get dark if you can.
I know.
You gotta get down with the brown.
Whoa.
What?
It's not that kind of podcast. Moving on.
So this is our Christmas episode, and so we're not going to be having an episode next week, probably because we're going to be away, with family and stuff like that. I mean, at least I'll be out of town, so I definitely won't be able to do it. You guys can do it. We'll see.
We might do a dual. We're gonna be together on New Year's, so we might try to do a setup then. We're still gonna figure out the logistics to it.
Well, that'll be the week after, but yeah, we're definitely talking about that because Alex and Earl will be together.
We'll get you on like an iPad, and we'll just put like the iPad propped up here, and just have your head on an iPad. And I was kidding.
Or
I
Alex
could always borrow one of the cardboard cutouts from Mike.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, but I'll be on the New Year's one. That's fine.
Yeah.
You two be like live in person, which is cool, and I'll just join remotely like this.
Right.
Merry New Year.
Cool.
What movie is that from? Quick.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Merry New Year.
Is that
Trading Places? Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
I never saw that.
It's great. Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
You sound like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, well, it's Eddie Murphy was playing I don't know, someone from Africa and some African person he was pretending to be able to get in close to somebody and all this.
Apparently, that movie is highly debated on whether it's a Christmas movie or not.
It's Christmas time ish.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing.
That's a segue.
That's a segue
Yeah.
to one of our segments tonight. So we're going to do some Would You Rather Christmas themed questions, and we're going to do something new to our viewers. It's a draft. So we're doing a
Bring it to you.
Draft? Oh, we're not doing a graft. We're not doing that.
you can do a draft.
We're doing a draft.
Wish.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to get a
we're always doing
kegerator.
drafts.
I need to get a kegerator. That'd be awesome.
But
Mhm.
no, we're doing a Christmas movie draft later. We're gonna be drafting our favorite Christmas movies, and that's gonna be one of the topics. You know, what you got your traditional Christmas movies where clearly it's a Christmas movie, Christmas themed, or you got your movies which is during Christmas time. We had this discussion already before we started recording, and I know Alex is big on that, but I said it's fine. You pick whatever you want, even if it's during a Christmas time. You pick your movie, and we can debate it then. That's cool, and we'll allow it all.
And Alex
But
won't overthink this at all. I promise.
yeah, he won't. Yeah, he's gonna be. He's already look at him. What kind
I
of
can't
hat?
help it.
What kind of hat is that?
He's got a
is that
pie
an elf
graph
hat?
on the other side of the
No,
camera.
it's
You
a-
can't see it.
Yeah, it's a Santa's little helper elf hat,
Oh, nice.
and over top of a backwards hat that I have on my head because
All right. That's
my
cool.
hair is kind of crazy right now,
Yeah.
and I can't put any smell good stuff in it because I'm going back out tomorrow. So
Yeah, I thought I smelled
Gotta be
something.
stinky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of which, so Alex has the angry reindeer on there. He's making some regular deer pretty angry too.
yeah,
No, they're just
I
laughing. at me.
wish.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're laughing at you. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
So far, you got up at what 4 o'clock this morning to go hunting.
Yeah, I got up at
So
4
far,
this morning.
It's the deer 1, you 0.
Yeah, well, actually, I ended up getting up at 4:30, and not because my alarm went off at 4, and I kind of hit the snooze button until 4:30. But what really woke me up was the fact that our alarm system went off. So
You've been hunting early then.
yeah, our alarm system went off because, because my wife's niece, my sister-in-law dropped off her daughter. Sorry, I'm trying to think of. Okay, so my sister-in-law dropped off her daughter. She had to do the virtual learning thing, for school. She's still in high school. So she dropped her off here so that she can use our internet when she went to work, because later today they all met up and they baked cookies and right around the corner from here. So I wasn't even thinking to disarm the alarm system. I'm just kind of going through my check boxes before I go to bed and lock all the doors, arm the alarm, go to bed, and then it full blown went off. It was loud, but somehow the baby never woke up. The dogs were barking, the alarm was going off,
and now, everything's quiet. It's like, wait a minute. Now you're checking to see if the baby's still breathing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, we were looking at her on the monitor, and we're like, okay, her foot moved. All right, okay, she's good.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Woo, man.
And you're going back out again tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Again tomorrow morning. Yeah, it was weird. So I went twice today. Once in the morning and then once in the afternoon. And we set up a deer stand. My dad and I, we set up just a stand, like a tripod that I can climb up on, and anchored it to a tree so that no one could walk off with it. Well, I'm walking back out to the stand in the afternoon today, and I see someone standing in their own stand right next to mine, just a little bit in front of it.
Well, he figured you must have had a good spot. You had some inside knowledge or something.
Yeah, it's like, and it was like the stand that I had was pretty obvious. It's not like, oh, it was camouflage, I didn't see it. No, like it was really obvious. It was in like its own little clearing of trees, and it was obvious that they kind of ignored that. So I was courteous. I saw that he was up there.
Public land.
May have said some profanities a little loud so that he can hear me, and then I walked to the other side of the field and found God's tree stand, and I just climbed up into a tree and perched there. Although I don't recommend that, because the whole time I'm hearing stuff moving around, and I promise you I heard a grunt from a buck, but it was way too far off. I did see a silhouette of a doe that was also pretty far off, so I'm pretty sure there was a couple of them together. And yeah, I really didn't get any action just sitting there, just really numb really numb and sore ass. That's
yeah.
Whoa! So you
story of my life.
did get some action.
Little action.
Yeah.
Some action.
I don't recommend sitting in a tree for 3 hours.
As long as that's not the story you want.
Bambi's dad made you his bitch.
Yeah.
Next time, I would say next time someone tries to intrude on your little area, give them a warning shot, but that might be a little. But bring a little paintball gun, a little handheld paintball gun next time, and throw a couple shots his way with that.
Yeah. So all he sees is me aiming a gun at him. He has no idea it's a paintball gun. And next thing I know, I got a slug in my neck. Okay, I'll go.
Disregard that last piece of advice then.
If you don't hunt, don't comment.
Yeah.
I don't hunt. So not that I'm against it. I just don't. So
I didn't get out any this year either.
It's
hard.
I would love to hunt. I just never have. I mean, one day I'll go out with you guys.
Yeah, come down here. I got plenty of private land. We won't. If we run across anybody, we can actually run them off. So.
do you hunt with use just guns, or do you ever go out with bow and arrow, or
I have a crossbow
or whatever?
I have a crossbow.
Dude, that'd be cool. I mean,
your mind better not have gone to either Call of Duty or
does it have thermite tips?
Or The Walking Dead.
You see me look this way to the TV?
Yeah.
It went straight to Call of Duty. I was going to say, I suck at the crossbow and arrow, but in real life, I definitely want to do it. Totally went to Call of Duty. Dude, my life right now is this podcast, Call of Duty, and work. So,
man. Yeah, that's what we'll do. In 2021, we'll all meet up at Earl's. We'll do a podcast, and then maybe we'll do like a video blog of us all going out and hunting.
Do some squirrel hunting or something, because that's always fun. You walk around and do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down for that. All right, let's jump into some Would You Rather Christmas themed questions. I got a few here we'll do. And look, we're good on time. We're only 20 minutes in. This is good. I like this. We're improving.
Yep.
We're moving.
We're moving. All right. The first one I got is, would you rather eat your cereal with eggnog instead of milk, or eat a candy cane sandwich?
Eggnog. Oh, I love eggnog.
I will take an IV of eggnog.
Yeah.
If that answers your question.
No, it does. Yeah. And I used to be like, I would say up until
candy cane sandwich, though? I mean.
I know. But well, here's the thing. So clearly you both love eggnog, and I like eggnog too. I don't love it. I mean, I like it. But some people really hate eggnog. So say one of you just despise it, because some people like legit despise it.
It's almost like you either really love it or you really hate it.
Right. So
it is one
a
of
lot
those
of them
things,
between.
So someone might have to like resort to the candy cane sandwich, which also sucks.
That's painful.
No, you do. The peppermint bark sandwich. That's even close. That could be edible.
Yeah.
It's a little flatter. It's not like you're biting into a bunch of sticks.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like even if you hate eggnog, you should pick the one with eggnog and cereal, because it'll be much easier to eat.
Yeah, because you can at least pour the eggnog out of the spoon when you eat the cereal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had Coors Light in Cinnamon Toast Crunch before. And
Probably have.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Look, the struggle was real. All right, it was my first apartment. I didn't have any money. I was out of milk, and all I had to eat was Captain Crunch, and all I had in the fridge was Coors Light. So
your faucet didn't
exactly.
work.
I was gonna say I had a very similar situation when I was
drunk is what
exactly. Because I had a very similar situation in college where I didn't have any milk and stuff, but I went to the faucet and put water in there at least, not Coors Light.
No. What? All right. It may have been a little bit of the hair of the dog, but
don't get me wrong. Water and cereal is terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
It's absolutely horrendous.
But beer?
It's terrible. But I never tried
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Now,
I mean, think about it. The cinnamon and the sugars. And at least it wasn't Beast or Keystone or something like that. I mean, it was at least Coors Light.
Coors Light, that's the terrible part. Now, if you open the fridge and you had like a nice milk stout in there or something.
Ooh, with like Cocoa Puffs. Milk stout and Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs, or even the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the cinnamon into the milk stout, like that might be a good combination.
We're on to something. We are on to something.
We should start a new company.
Chocolate cereal.
Yeah, a new company where it's alcohol and cereal, and it's like nice, rich stout.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's instead of IHOP, we have I Stumble.
Yeah, there you go.
That's our restaurant.
New restaurant.
Yeah,
I Stumble instead of IHOP.
You must Uber there.
Yeah, right, and Uber back. You might have to drop your keys off on the way in.
True. true. I like that. All right, so we're all picking eggnog. Nice. Would you rather have a nose that glows like Rudolph's nose, or have pointy ears like an elf for the rest of your life?
Ears. I feel like I've had like dirt on my nose or something, and that I can see, and like it's annoying just to like in my peripheral vision. I can imagine a glow right here would just be so annoying.
It would be
Like
How powerful is this glow? Is this like Cyclops
care.
off of X-Men powerful, or
That's a good. I did think about that. So I would say let's assume you can control the glow.
no, but you can't turn it off though.
No, not turn it off, but you control how bright it gets. You know what I mean?
I mean, it'd be handy in
Okay.
the dark, I guess, but
Kind of like high beams in a car. You can turn your high beams on or make them
Yeah.
lower. Like let's say you can like make it brighter at night if you need this. Whatever. I don't know.
that could come in handy? I can get some free drinks. I could.
you tap on it, the dim goes up or down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad font. Glad font.
But I'm gonna go with the ears because I think it's be cool. I mean, elf ears.
Yeah.
It's weird
They're
either way, but
hideable.
like,
They're hideable.
but then I can do some LARPing and be like an elf, like LARP. You know LARPing.
No, I
What,
don't.
Live
what is
action.
LARP?
You don't know LARPing either.
No.
Live action role
Sounds
play.
dirty, honestly.
Oh, it does sound dirty.
It's live action role play, not
Hey,
dirty. I
hey.
mean, there are.
Did
there
your
are
mom
wanna
catch you
LARP?
LARPing again?
Let's go back to my
Were
place
you
and
LARPing
LARP.
in your room? What are you doing with that vacuum cleaner?
Whoa,
There go all the info.
Sorry, too far.
that's not LARPing. Although there probably is dirty versions of LARPing, but LARPing is this live action role play. So think of like WoW, World of Warcraft, but people acting it out in real life. Like they're legit, like someone.
Yeah, that's literally that's porn.
That's Deer
No,
Penthouse
but
in real life.
there's no sexual things involved. You're
I
like
know.
you're out and you're acting.
I
You're like,
guarantee
you're like
you
doing a spell, and then they like.
there is because I don't want to give I don't want to say the actual full site because they're not sponsored and we probably don't want these sponsors, but blank hub, if you typed that into the search, I promise you something would come up.
But see,
Probably.
that's not a good comparison because you can type anything into the search there and they'd come up with a dirty
I
version.
know, it's like entertainment forever.
Okay. All right.
Not that I
great.
know,
All right.
but
Listen. So now you gave me a new idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the elf ears, and imagine how much money I'll make on OnlyFans
that's fair.
being a naked elf.
That's fair.
Okay.
I don't know.
You would get some
lot of-
really weird chicks.
That's
Like,
fine.
I mean, weird.
Give me some weird dudes, as long as they're paying me a lot of money. I ain't doing.
They're going to be
anything weird.
coming at you talking like Elvish, thinking that you
Yes.
understand.
I'll learn Elvish for it. Make a ton of money on there.
It's like, you remember the scene in Step Brothers when she's like frolicking through the woods? They're like having some kind of like fantasy going on in their heads, and she's
Yeah.
dressed up as like a little tree elf. And
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. See.
I can't help it. Step
Guys,
Brothers
this is
references.
taking a really weird turn.
Oh, that's the best kind. Those are the best kinds of turns.
I know. Yeah.
This ain't NASCAR.
But
We're
we
going
didn't
on a
even-
right turn.
We didn't even use a blinker. We just went there.
Yeah.
Why is Billy Alex? He comes out in every episode now, at least once.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm picking the
And I
ears.
even brought up NASCAR. You have to do that with the Southern
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah. So ears for me, nose for Alex, and what was your pick,
Ears,
girl?
yeah, because it's hideable.
You're still gonna keep the ears.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's hideable.
Alright,
I thought I
that's
was growing
true.
my hair long.
I don't. I wouldn't want to hide
As
the
long as they're
nose.
not
I
like
would.
big old elf ears and
No, like normal size.
just normal size elf ears.
Yeah.
Just a little pointy. You see, people get those surgeries all the time. Like they'll get like their teeth
Yeah.
chiseled into fangs, or I've
Yeah.
seen one where they split their tongue so it looks like a snake's tongue.
I
whatever.
know. Oh yeah.
Oh
People
yeah.
do that, like legit plastic surgery do that.
Yeah.
And that if that's you, that's you. More power to you. But
True.
What's that show called too? Was it Botched or is that the one where they fix
There-
people that?
no,
got
there was
messed
one
up?
that was called Taboo, that where people
Taboo.
had these really
Okay.
strange ways about them, whether they had the large gauge ears or they had the full body tattoos or split tongue or whatever. It was just
Right.
a really different thing that a different life people lived outside of the normal that everyone's used to. So,
Right.
but yeah, it's a like I said, you do you, boo boo. I'm okay, whatever you want to do, but that's at least something that people might actually do. I don't know anyone that could. I don't know how you would actually surgically put a red glowing nose on.
That might be a little difficult. Yeah.
Like, how would you charge?
Exactly. You
I mean,
can. So I would be
you
one
have
of a
to have a
kind.
port.
Nobody could go to a plastic surgeon and get my red nose. It's unique.
No, but how would you charge the
Well,
battery? Like
you
to
could
make
have
it
like
glow?
a little port. The port would be
Oh,
up in your
you
nose.
want to know? You know? You want to know where I?
You can put a lightning cable up your nose every now and then.
Every night when you go to bed. Yeah.
No, that's not where the cable goes. You want to
I
know
get-
how I charge my nose?
Can I get wireless charging? I just hold it up to my nose.
You would, Alex. What's that? What's that noise?
That's a
That's
phone
Alex.
vibrating.
What is that? All right, we're not doing it. We're not in the middle of an episode here or anything. What's going on here, Alex? I'm keeping this in, by the way. He can't hear us right now. That's why he's not answering.
Now I can
Now
hear
he
you.
can
Oh my
hear us.
god!
That's
happened?
why he wasn't answering.
It just freaked out. Like my speaker just went.
Oh yeah, play it.
And-
I was like, "What is that noise?"
Headphones.
Oh
Headphones.
wow!
But I'm keeping it
No, I
because
don't
it's
like it.
funny. Is it working now? Can we move on with our episode?
Yeah, it's working now. Yeah.
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
skip. I'm gonna skip.
Oh,
this-
are we gonna play that game again? Spider-Man.
Yeah. Masturbate. No, I'm gonna skip this next one because there's another eggnog one. So I already know what you guys are gonna pick. But it said, would you rather chug a gallon of eggnog in 15 seconds or eat 100 sugar cookies in 15 minutes?
Dude, but eggnog though is so thick though.
All right, well then
Only-
we'll answer it real quick. So would you rather chug a whole gallon of eggnog in 15 seconds or 100 sugar
I don't
cookies
even think that's
in 15
possible.
minutes?
No, you.
Has
no, it's
anyone even
possible.
chugged milk in 15 seconds? A whole gallon of
Yes,
milk in 15
yes,
seconds?
I've seen it done.
That's probably a little easier. 'cause
Yeah,
now it's
I've actually
Oh.
seen that done. It's doable, and even look at guys like David Blaine who actually like exercise. Like he'll drink a whole case of water to do a particular thing he's doing, and it's all down in him, and he regurgitates that whole thing like a whole bucket of water. He can put all that in him
Yeah.
and actually regurgitate it back up. So you can actually fit that much liquid in your stomach if you stretch your stomach out enough and everything. But eggnog is so
That guy's got to have some crazy acid reflux.
No, I mean, watch. He did it on the Joe Rogan podcast. You watch him, like, I mean, he's like not trying to be like a magician or anything. He's like showing Joe, is like, this is what I'm doing. He even like showed him the frog he was gonna swallow, but then bring back up. And he's like sitting there
Ugh.
while Joe's talking to him. He's drinking a bottle of water, just downs it. Another one. And he goes through like almost a whole case of water, just downs them all. And then when he's got spit back up, they give him a bucket, and then they had to give him another bucket to get all the water back out of him. And the yeah,
Man.
he does all that to put the frog in, so the frog's got somewhere to hang out.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
it's doable. But gosh, I like eggnog, but I
That's
feel like I
true.
just get sick. It's like
Can you eat 100?
It would
sugar
turn something that I love
100
into
sugar
something that I would
cookies?
hate.
in 15
hun-
minutes.
if I had eggnog to wash it down with,
Well,
It's
there you
like-
go.
that would make your mouth dry, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get 15 minutes to do it, but
15 minutes.
That's probably
Ooh,
more
that's still
doable.
that's like that's 4
and,
minutes.
and obviously we don't know the size of the sugar cookies. Let's just assume they're like just normal
That's-
size.
That's more than 4 minutes.
Oh, those are like bite sized, like that like that.
It's
big?
100 of them, so
Yeah. So you have to do four.
even
Let's say 5
bite-sized
a
is
minute.
hard.
At most 5 a minute. You'd have to have down to get it all down.
Oh, I would stack them suckers up like this big. And
Dude, this gives me an idea. I feel like one episode we should do the cinnamon challenge.
Oh no, that's a terrible idea.
I know.
I had an idea.
You know, I'm always game for stuff like that. I mean,
No,
it's
have you seen those videos of people doing that?
yeah,
Yes.
it hurts.
But I'm
Yeah.
down for that. I'm down for any crazy thing. I'm fine with except the super hot stuff. Which some
Well,
of it I might.
But see,
The
what
straight
thing with the
cinnamon is going to be super hot. It's going to be painful. It's going to feel like
I'm
No,
okay
no,
with pain.
Satan
Just
is
not
no,
heat pain.
the thing with the cinnamon though, it's a powder. It's like I saw a little video of a kid. He thought he got a Hershey's cocoa mix, which is just powder, that you use for baking, but so
Yeah.
fine cocoa. And he thought he was like, I'm gonna dip in some chocolate. And his mom videoed him. He took a big old spoonful, put it in his mouth, and he went like he started coughing. And it's like puffs of air came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
It's just because what it does, it soaks up all the moisture out of your mouth. And that's why you can't swallow a spoonful of cinnamon because
Yeah.
it's just
Maybe-
plain powder.
Maybe we should try to play a spoon. half a spoonful of cinnamon or cocoa powder in our mouth, and then try to do a shot of bourbon right afterwards. Put the liquid in there and see what happens.
Whoa. That
It's like
okay.
It's like instant
You know
fireball.
what? I'll do it.
It's like
Earl,
fireball.
see,
You're just drinking fireball.
that's
at
the
that
thing.
point.
Like
You can
I
be the
never,
moderator, Earl.
I never care about doing stuff like that because I know it's gonna suck for a certain period of time,
But it's
but
for
then it's not
entertainment.
gonna suck, and
right.
I'll be fine. So
Yeah.
as long as I focus on that period
And
of
we're-
time that it's not gonna suck anymore, then sure,
Exactly.
I'll-
And we're not doing it for us. We're doing it for you viewers, for your entertainment.
Yeah.
Our pain and misery for your entertainment.
Yeah. I got a feeling that you got a little weird thing going on. You like it a little too much. But no, I'm all down with that. Like, trust me, I've been maced, I've been tased, I've gone through a lot of stuff, and it was the exact same thing. It's like I'm not gonna die from this, so it's okay. I can deal with it. It's fine. I get over it. No big deal.
Yep.
But you know what? Some things it's like, you know what? No,
I'm not gonna I'm not just gonna say, yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah.
great idea. Let's
No.
go do it.
Yeah, I know exactly what
just
the
did.
outcome's gonna be.
We're doing
If
it.
I know what the outcome's gonna be, like how this is gonna end, then that's how I make my decision. If I know that it's gonna end with me hugging the porcelain throne, then I just know I'm good. I've been there, done
but
that.
You
No,
never know. Me and Alex did 20 shots, and neither one of us hugged the porcelain throne. We survived.
there's a
I
really
definitely
weird
thought I
cut.
would.
There's a really weird cut in that video when you guys come back and you're like, yeah, like nothing changed, guys.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I didn't.
it did mess us up a little bit, but not. And I was fine as far as the toilet goes.
You were like,
I was going to throw up when I took it. I was legit thinking about throwing up at that time. Like when I did it, it was disgusting because the banana liqueur itself is already disgusting.
why
Adding the-
you had that?
All the ketchup. My old house, I just kept it. I don't know why. Never know. Clearly, I'm glad I did for this reason.
Clearly
the
for this
podcast.
reason, yes.
See, weirdly enough, it wasn't even like the taste or the flavor or anything that got me. It was the
Yeah.
consistency. It was feeling the individual like bobs of
Clumps.
mayonnaise
Yeah.
just kind of like
you said
sliding to
that.
the back of my throat like they were individual worms. It was
Or
pretty
maggots.
gross. And
We
that
talked
was
about
it
this
was the
last. We
consistency
talked about
thing.
this last podcast about
Yeah,
the previous
yeah.
podcast.
All right.
So let's find something new to talk
All right.
about.
Ugh.
So,
yeah,
well,
bringing up some bad memories.
I'm picking sugar cookies. What were you guys picking,
Yeah, I'll go sugar cookies. Yeah,
Alex?
Yeah, sugar cookies.
All right. Would
after
you
all that.
Well, we'll speed round these next three because I like them. Would you rather sit in a hot tub of hot chocolate for 6 hours?
Yes.
You
You said speed round. I'll do it.
Off and he's right. Let's go. Where is it?
That's it.
Hold on, I'm already getting them off. Let's go. Where's the hot tub?
Let's go. Where's it at?
Where's this chocolate?
I'll bring the candy canes, the marshmallows.
You guys can only see from here up. I'm actually not wearing
He's
pants.
already
so
ready
we're
to go.
halfway there.
Oh man, I believe it though. Or try to stuff 100 marshmallows in your mouth.
I think I could do the hot chocolate.
Hot tub.
Well, Alex has convinced me now. Yeah, hot tub.
Hot
Yeah.
tub.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds like too good of a time.
All right.
Dude.
How about? Okay, never mind. That was definitely-
It's like that little
I
old
was
lady
gonna-
off
I
of.
was gonna say. Okay, I'll just say it. I was gonna say. I was gonna insinuate we're all three in the hot tub full of hot chocolate, and I'll be the one to come in with 100 marshmallows in my mouth, so we have marshmallows with it. But that just totally took it a whole other level.
There is no way that you can make that sound not.
You already
I know,
made it sound
not,
bad.
Not. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to offend anybody, but not.
I don't
that.
want to get in a hot tub with you. I'm sorry.
No, I mean-
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man.
Anyway, move on. Would you rather? Now this is tough.
Ooh.
Well, it's not tough, but it's tough. Would you rather fall into a holly bush, which obviously like the sharp little leaves, or sit on a sharpened candy cane?
Sit on a what?
Sit on a sharpened candy
Candy
cane. Those
cane.
things get sharp. I remember like trying to get them as sharp as possible and then just going around and like jabbing people like
Yeah.
I assume we're talking about like just bare ass You're
bare
right.
ass.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're talking about bare ass in a candy cane, then we're talking butt naked in a holly bush.
All right, I'll go butt naked in a holly bush. No problem. I do not want to go bare ass down on a pointy candy cane. No thanks. No thanks. Because at least with the holly bush, I have a chance of
thinking about it.
something
No.
that like long and pointy is not going to go up my.
And see, that's what's really
anus.
bad about this particular one. And every now and then you get one of those would you rather's
Yeah,
where the visuals alone just bring you speechless.
yeah, and they're both
And it's like,
absolutely
the more you think
terrible.
about it, ow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're both owl, a lot of owl, but you either get one centralized owl or owl all over the place.
It could cause some serious internal damage. I'd rather have scratches all over my
That's
body
true.
than
Yeah.
There you go. That's
internal
it right
damage.
there. That's it.
And you
right
got to
there.
think of it, it always could be worse. You know, it's a holly bush. So they're pointy leaves, but those leaves are bendable and pliable. It's not like a Burberry bush. You guys ever fallen into a Burberry bush? Burberry bushes have thorns like that long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be.
And it's the red bushes and
Yeah.
with the thorns that are super
Yeah.
long. And I mean they can grow like
Well,
to be
so
massive.
in that case, I would choose a candy cane. At least I'm only getting one pointy thing up my butt, not maybe 5 pointy things up my butt.
Not being impaled by
How-
5 things. You're right though. Holly's are a lot
But
smaller
holly bush,
points.
I'm picking that.
And that's
Yeah.
you're gonna be scratched up. It's gonna suck a little bit, but once you're out, it just like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like a cactus where like all the points that you get stuck with are going to stick
You
with
gotta
you.
pull them out or anything. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come out of since we're butt
Oh.
naked in the holly bush. We'll
Oh.
come out of the holly bush looking like a candy cane because we're white with red blood all over us.
Yeah. That's a great visual, Brandon. Thank you for that. Thanks. it's a nice little picture you like to paint.
Yes.
And in this most wonderful time of the year podcast, this is what we're talking about.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Lots of red.
All right, last one.
The
Would
wrong
you-
kind of red.
This one's okay. I went really severe there. I'm toning it back now. This is something very mellow. Would you rather? It's going to test how much you love Christmas. Would you rather celebrate Christmas every single month or once every 10 years?
Every month.
Once every 10 years.
Yes, I knew there might be some difference there because some people
Yeah.
love Christmas every month, but not want to wait once every 10 years.
Because I think every month, see, what people I think don't like about Christmas is the stress and the hassle of the gifting and the shopping and all that stuff. But if it's every month, you're not going to bring yourself to that type of level of stress because you're spreading it out every month. But you get the good parts of Christmas. You get the family time and the the happiness and the good
And that's the
food
thing.
and all that stuff. So I'd rather have it every month
So-
because I think naturally that the stress part that people hate will kind of get spread out throughout that whole year because there's next month you're not going to fret over getting shopping and fighting the crowds and getting this one thing or whatever the case may be, but you'll have more of that home family time and everything like that.
Right. And that's where I'm stuck because the atmosphere of Christmas and the feeling and the joy and all that kind of stuff. That's what I love. That the family, that's
Mhm.
great. But does that mean you got to buy gifts every single month for everybody? Like
You
it's a
go-
lot
it's-
of money.
because at that point it'd be Dollar Tree gifts. I mean, it's like or
Yeah,
it'd be
but
handmade gifts because you're spreading it out. You're going to
Every
naturally
month.
rebudget your budget.
even handmade gifts are gonna cost money buying material.
Well, if you think about it, if Christmas was still the big retail holiday that it is today, but it was, observed every single month, the economy would be stimulated so much to the point where it would drive down the value of things
True.
because there would be a ton of people buying the same things,
Well,
electronics.
No,
and
it'd
clothing and-
also be a supply and demand issue. Depends on how fast they can manufacture it. It could actually
True.
it
drive the
sucks.
cost up.
That's why I hate this question though, because I do love Christmas, but waiting every 10 years is.
I
that's a
think
long
I
time.
stick-
I think that I think it would negate the gift giving stress part, and it would exemplify more of the home personal time part.
Yeah.
If you're giving a gift every single time you meet, it's just
Yeah.
here's a here you go. I found a new beer. I know you like beer. Here you go, $6. Or whatever the case may be.
That's why
I don't
I have
think
to
it-
lean that way because I don't want to wait every 10 years.
Yeah.
Like grandma could be dead next,
Right.
10 years later. Like I want to
Yeah.
get grandma, like I want to be some more holiday time with
I
her.
think it's like Thanksgiving. It almost forces people like, all right, well, we're all getting together for Thanksgiving because, well, that's just what you do on Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's just like, so it's that natural family time that's always happening. I guess that I could peter out. Some people are like, well, we just did it last month. You'll be
Eventually,
okay
it
not seeing
would
us
get
this
old.
month. And yeah, I
Let's
guess
It
say
would get
three-
very old. It would get old in the first year when you have 12 Christmases in a row.
Yeah.
In that first year, you're going to be
Damn.
like, Christmas is just another day. So that's why
Yeah.
I picked every 10 years,
And make it
because
a little
one of the
extra special.
things that I really like about Christmas is the anticipation of seeing everybody on Christmas, and that day holding its own special traditions that are not practiced in any other holiday throughout the year or throughout that 10-year span.
I think you
Yeah.
changed my mind. That's a
No,
good
I get
point.
that. And you're right. This is a hard one. I
Dang.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm just,
All right. We have a draft to do, so let's make a decision. I think Alex changed my mind. I'm gonna go once every 10 years only because of that. I know it'll get old really quick. I love it, so I'm picking that 10 years.
oh, well, okay. That's cool. I'll stick with
Yeah,
once a month.
you're thinking that, and Alex, it's your
Yeah.
10 years.
Yep.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one, though. That's a
Yeah.
really hard one.
That's a good one, though. That's good. It makes you think, and it makes you think
Yeah.
about the different nuances that you enjoy and you don't enjoy about Christmas. And, like you said, do you want it to be that extra special because you're waiting so long every time you have it?
Yeah.
Or, it makes you think about the different stages
Yeah.
of Christmas.
If it was like 3 times a year, that
That's
might
if
be
it's every
different, but
month. I'm never
once
taking
every
my
month-
lights off my house. I'm paying much pain in the butt.
Hey,
to put lights
that's
up on the
true.
house.
That's a perk. To never worry about that.
Yeah, just
'em
always a hot.
But I mean, to your point, Brandon, loved ones that are getting a little bit older that may not be around in the next 10 years.
Don't
then
change my
they're-
mind back. You're making my brain hurt. I'm like
So
both ways
indecisive.
here.
He's so indecisive.
Both ways.
Well, no, I mean, so to kind of like keep that point on the 10-year point, Christmas is not the only family celebration holiday. It's not like
True.
you can't have Thanksgiving. It's not like you can't have birthdays.
Yeah.
You can have family reunions every single year or every month, instead of Christmas every
That's true.
single month or
That's
every
the thing,
single
yeah.
You
year.
find a way
And
to get
hold
together.
Christmas traditions just for Christmas that are
Yeah.
practiced every
If you
10
have
years.
Christmas every single month, that's going to drown out all the other holidays.
Right.
And some of the
So-
relatives you really don't want to see that often.
That's
Yeah. there you go.
again true.
See?
All right. That's,
And those
that's
relatives,
a
I
hard one,
guarantee you, are not watching this, so I'm okay with that. Saying that.
though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so we're gonna move into the Christmas movie draft now. This will be fun. So we're gonna do basically. So I didn't pick an order, so I'll just pick a random. Don't really. Well, I don't know. I should draw names or something because really the 101 could matter. The first, that first pick could matter. How should I do that? I don't know.
You have a random draw thing?
I could probably find one,
I mean,
but you know what? I'm in the Christmas
how-
spirit.
how-
I'm in the Christmas. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the Christmas spirit. So I will choose to go third. If you're okay with that, and
Yeah.
I'll let you two rock paper scissors
all right.
for the first. And it's just one. No,
Just
not
one,
best out of 3.
One
just
time, Dave.
one.
Alex.
Yeah.
You-
All right, Alex,
You
stop
and
tweeting.
Earl are gonna rock paper scissors for the first pick.
All right.
All right, ready? Are we doing rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or just 1, 2, 3?
Rock paper scissors shoot.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Rock,
Rock, paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
I got you.
No,
right,
Earl's got first
right.
pick. You're second.
That's
All right,
that's
all
a
right.
thumbnail right there. That's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right.
That's the thumbnail.
That's the porter
No.
talking.
This is the thumbnail.
Whoa. That's a-
Oh, I didn't even see it.
I'm starting off this trailer with those two things right there.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what do they talk about in this episode?
I know, right?
Gotta watch it all.
Whoa.
I know. Not click. That's like trailer bait, not clickbait. I don't
Trailer
know.
bait.
Yeah.
It's double-edged
Wow.
trailer bait.
Trailer bait.
Whoa.
You just offended like 40% of Americans living in trailer parks.
Especially in Delaware. That's like 80% of Delaware.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
80% of Sussex County, to be exact.
Now,
True,
now
true,
no,
true.
we're not making fun of anyone because at least I used to live in a trailer. Like,
Yeah.
that was the
My
last
mom
house I
lives in a
lived
trailer. It's a very nice trailer. My dad
so,
lives in a
like,
trailer.
It
It's
is
very
a
nice
common
trailer.
stereotype that's just fun to laugh
Yeah.
about.
Dude, I would love, dude, my mom's got a trailer. It's like a house. And it's like, it would cost like 50,000 or 60,000. If we could have that in my area where I live in PA, I would totally get that.
Mm. I had a triple
there's
wide.
nothing wrong
I lived
with
in a
that.
Triple wide. I didn't even know those existed until I bought it.
There's some nice trailers out there. All right.
I mean, trailers come with 2 trailer park girls. They come round the outside.
Around the outside. Around the outside. Earl, look at Earl's face.
Yes. If we end up getting an all audio version of this, yes, Alex is white. If you weren't, sure.
Yeah. When I do the trailer, I'm gonna add that to the trailer. And I'm gonna zoom right on Earl's face on that one.
Yes, he's back. Back again.
Yep. Anyway,
Right, I'm done.
we gotta move on.
Done.
So yeah, we're doing a draft. We're gonna draft our favorite Christmas movies, and we're gonna do 4 rounds. So in the end, we'll each have 4 Christmas movies, and it's a snake style draft. So if any of you watching play fantasy football and you're familiar with like that kind of draft, basically, so Earl, you won the draft. You won the rock paper scissors, right?
Yep.
So Earl's gonna go first. He'll draft his first movie. We each have a list of movies that we want to draft. He'll draft first, and whatever a person drafts, it's off the list. So no one else can draft that anymore. Earl will have that whatever he picks. Alex will go second. I'll go third. I'll go twice. So I'll pick mine, and then in the next one to start the second round, I'll go back to Alex, back to Earl. Earl will pick twice, back to Alex, back to me, etc. until we do 4 rounds. And we'll have 4 movies in the end. And then in the comments below, we want you guys watching to pick who you think won the draft based on their picks of their movies. Now, there's different strategies that are involved here. We might try to steal someone's pick. If we know they're going to draft something, we might try to steal that from them to piss them off. That's a strategy. We might pick a popular vote, go for the popular vote for what you guys might like, because we want to win in the end of a popular Christmas movie. Or we might just pick our personal favorite Christmas movies. So there's different strategies we can do. Something fun that we might do in future episodes as well for different categories. But we'll go ahead and start.
It smells like pancakes.
Oh, you switched the other one?
Oh my gosh. It actually smells like syrup leather pancakes. It's so good. Well, I haven't even tasted it yet. I've just been sitting here smelling it, like getting a crack high off it while you've been talking.
Nice. Leather pancakes?
Oh my gosh. 2 thumbs up.
If it's really that good, then you better be bringing that for New Year's.
I bought a 4-pack, so yeah, I've only opened 2, so yeah.
What would you rate that on Untapped?
That's a 4.5.
That's good.
But see, and see what's good about that is and see, I'm really funny about. All right, gosh, I know we're supposed to be going on something else, but it's a very unique beer, and so I almost call them novelty beers, because there's very novelty beers out there. Like I've had one that tasted like peanut butter and jelly before. So it's like there's beers out there that are very novelty tasting ish. And that's what this is, because it's got that maple syrup taste. It smells like pancakes. They put honey and stuff in there, but it's actually super drinkable.
Yeah.
So far. And I've had 1 sip and it's very good.
Much better reaction.
That's gotta be how like trendy beer types start, like how the hazies start is a couple breweries came out with some hazy IPAs, and the next thing you know, it really took hold, and all the other breweries are jumping on that same bandwagon. So who knows? This may become the new.
When Hardywood, like I said, this is
sour.
their gingerbread stout series, or the gingerbread series, I guess you say. Hardywood, when their gingerbread stout came out, I think I talked about this on the podcast when I had it. That was a heavily sought after beer. I mean, there was like lines at the brewery when they released it. You could only buy like 2 bottles a person. And I had it back then. It was like a corked bottle with the cage on and everything. And it was fantastic. And they've actually realized how good it's selling. They've mass produced it. So you can get it almost all year round now. And now they're spurring off that, where they're getting a whole series based off of that. And so far, so good.
That's good.
So anyway, sorry.
Much better reaction than that coriander pepper, or not? What's coriander? That pepper beer you had, whatever it was.
Yeah, gosh,
but
that was that Mexican stout.
Yeah, Mexican stout. Yeah. So
you don't know till you try.
We're gonna move on, but if you saw me laughing there, I had to giggle real quick because Mike just sent us a message. Our friend Mike just sent us a message in our group chat. And we play Call of Duty, and he said,
"Shout out, Mike."
He said, "Shout out, Mike." He's gonna be one of our episodes soon enough when he gets a good webcam and stuff and a new PC. He said, "I recorded our entire Warzone without realizing. In one game, I hear Brandon Pierce say, 'I nutted in anger' as soon as I hit play."
And once again, with the damn visuals. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even remember saying that, but it's fucking funny.
You nutted in anger.
I don't remember.
Good
That
God.
makes me think of the was it the bull the very end of that last season when he's at the top of the tower. You know what I'm talking about? When Homelander's at the top of the tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what that
Oh
makes
my
me
God,
think of.
yeah.
No.
When I dressed as Homelander, I had only watched like 3 episodes of the second season. Once I finished the season, I totally regretted dressing as Homelander. That guy is so messed up. He's so messed up. People watching, that's not me.
You had
That's
to figure
not
that out
me.
the first season. He was messed up.
I knew he was messed up, but it was like a funny messed up. But he took it to a whole nother 5 levels in the second season.
Brandon, you might at this point you've ruined it. You might as well just put yourself on one of those commercials, only 5 cents a day, and you can save little Brandon from being single for the rest of his life.
Really. Let's get to the draft.
All right. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Earl's got the first. Earl's got the
All
first
right.
pick.
So am I going with the? Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna say just because it's funny and me and Brandon talked about it before the podcast started. I'm gonna say Die Hard.
Oh,
He saw you kick it right off with the controversial one.
No, I kick it off with the one that you're going to want to say, and I'm just trying to take it from you.
yeah. We figured.
No,
we
that's
figured
not true.
We figured
at
that would
all.
be your first pick. He stole that from you. Would that not been your first pick, Alex?
I
Yes.
can neither confirm nor deny
He stole that.
that
From you.
I was
been mine. It wouldn't have been mine.
picturing
Sorry.
Nakatomi Plaza and
Okay,
Yeah.
so here I'll say this: Die Hard wasn't just an action film during the Christmas period. It just happened to be action during Christmas. At the very end, he used gift wrapping tape to tape the gun to his back and to kill Hans Gruber with that final bullet. And it's like, without that gift wrapping tape, that wouldn't have been there if people hadn't been wrapping gifts in that particular area. So, okay, I'll go with a little more. It's not just during the Christmas time. There's a little more of a Christmas theme to it.
Yeah.
and that point right there is the gavel down on the
Boom.
controversy of
Boom, Mike.
whether
Oh,
Die
I'm
Hard
not
is a
gonna
Christmas
drop
movie
that.
or not. Voted Christmas movie.
Yeah. I'm neutral on it. I'm okay with it being a Christmas movie. I'm okay with the other side.
To be honest, I think it's an overrated Christmas movie, but I took it because I thought you wanted to say it. So
yeah.
It's part of pop
It's the-
culture.
it's the
you know,
spiteful
I
one.
mean, there's plenty of overrated movies that weren't actually that great movies, but became, for some reason or another, part of pop culture.
mm.
I'm just keeping track on what we pick here, so I can say what we picked in the end. All right,
Right.
Alex, you're up.
I'm gonna have to say the Santa Claus.
I mean, it's good.
Oh,
You're gonna say it.
well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not my 101. It's not my first pick,
But
but
it's
it
one
was
you
in,
had at the top of your list.
it was in my top 5 for
Yeah.
sure. It's a good one.
It's good. Tim Allen.
Yep.
If they had anyone but Tim Allen, it probably wouldn't have been as good. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I love. So I will say one of the rules. I didn't mention this before, but that counts as all the Santa Claus. Like, you can't say I can't come back and say okay, Santa
Yeah.
Claus 2.
Yeah.
It counts
Two-
all of them, and that's a good
Yep.
movie. I love that.
2 was good.
all the
1 and 2 were good. 3 just it
3's
went
a little
eh.
off, yeah.
3 was
Yeah.
weird.
And
Yeah.
with those type of series,
They were
one's
reaching at
always
that
the
point.
best usually, and then 2's usually pretty good.
Yep.
That's a good pick. All right, so I get 2 picks. So let me cross
That's right,
that.
because we're snaking. So
Let me,
Brandon and Alex are gonna be getting after
Yeah.
Brandon.
let me take that
Yeah.
off my list. So I will go with my 101, which is my personal 101 and a popular 101 as well. Got to go with Home Alone.
That's my number 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's my favorite Christmas
Got to be
movie.
Home Alone. It's a classic, especially like I just mentioned with Santa Claus. The first one's the best because it's the original. Number 2 is also really good. Now I will say,
Number 3 is terrible in Home Alone.
yeah, I'm only really picking personally the Home Alones with
Macaulay
Uh,
Culkin.
yeah, Macaulay Culkin, those ones, not the other ones. So that's really what I'm picking. If you can pick the other ones if you want, but that's the ones I'm picking with him in it. So
Yeah.
Home Alone is my first pick, and I will round that back with it's another popular vote, but it is a personal favorite of mine. It's not during my era, but I still watched it. It's got a 24-hour showing.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Are you going to take? You are
Marathon.
not going to
Say
take
the
this
Christmas
one.
story.
Marathon.
Yeah.
It's Christmas story.
Yeah. hell
God
yeah. Yep.
damn you!
That's
I'm
good
a
one.
Hocus Pocus guy, so I got to pick Christmas story. Like
No,
the
that's a good
everyone
one.
watches it. So yes, it's a popular vote, but I personally do really love Christmas story. It puts me in that Christmas spirit every time. You know, it's from what, the 70s or 80s when it was first filmed. 80s.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That red. Oh my God, I almost said Red Rocket.
You did say Red Rocket. You said I almost said Red
Red
Rocket.
Rider, right?
You literally
Rider.
just said
I
Red
know.
Rocket.
I didn't. Anyway, Red Rider. It's Red Rider, right?
Oh,
Red Rider
oh.
BB gun.
Yeah.
Red Rider. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
Red Rocket. Anyway, that's my two picks.
You'll shoot your eye out with a Red Rocket.
Oh,
Oh, there
hey!
it is. Hey.
Nice.
My 8-year-olds.
Love it.
Look at that.
Yes.
See, that's, you know what? You should take that little garland piece away and put that there instead. That is
Yes.
a better Christmas decoration than your garland.
I can't make it stand up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, use the garland to stand
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it won't stand up on that.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome. That was perfect timing for that.
I almost tripped over my cords and unplugged everything when I did that too. I was like, "Oh, it's right there."
I'm just glad you don't have a dog to bring out the Red Rocket.
I don't know.
Why is there? Why when I say things, there's always an awkward silence? What is? What?
That's a perfect spot for the crickets.
Damn it!
That's where it's gonna go.
Why? You make me.
It was perfect.
It's already bad enough, but you made it sound a lot worse. Oh my God. Anyway. Oh, FML. All right, Alex, you're up. What's your second pick?
I'm gonna have to stick to your, technically before my, well, I don't know. Definitely before I actually started watching TV. It may have came out the year I was born, or maybe a year before I was born. But Gremlins.
See, I've actually never seen it though.
Really? That's actually, it's one of those cult classics. It's good because there's some really good references that you can use.
But so that's one of those movies where it's filmed like during Christmas time though, right? It's not really a Christmas.
It was
Yeah.
so Gizmo, the original Gremlin thing was a Christmas present.
Right.
That's how it starts off.
Well, see,
And of course, it was the whole raising this little weird little thing. And
Yeah, but I mean,
it originally was a Christmas present. The thing.
Technically, Chucky was a present too, but
That's
that
fair.
didn't
That's
work
fair.
out for him either.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does fall on that controversial, is this a Christmas movie or is it not, just because it's about the Gremlins, not about Christmas.
Is this a scary movie?
No, it's I don't know. It's like one of those weird. I don't know. It's not a warm and fuzzy movie, but it's not really scary though. It's funny though, because the when the Gremlins go evil, they're not like cutting people's heads off or slitting throats. They're causing terror, but it's kind of funny in a way where they're doing it too. So
Yeah.
I don't know how to categorize.
That was one of those movies where like you weren't sure if the director was going for comedy or for like actual fear or like a mixture of the two.
Right.
I mean, it may have been like actually like kind of like the James Bond movies, right? Because the James Bond was supposed to be a comedy. It wasn't supposed to be actually taken seriously until it turned into a serious, movie. It was supposed to be making fun of spy movies. It was a spoof or a parody of spy movies, and just the outrageous names for these movies and outrageous names for these bad guys and good guys and everything. It was all supposed to be a parody of your run-of-the-mill European spy movie. And
look at Alex dropping knowledge. I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I did not know that. That's good.
Yeah, it was never supposed to be like it was just like the Batman movies. Batman movies were supposed to be like comedies and stuff like that, or
like
over exaggerated with the comic book.
Yeah,
Bam
me
and
and I were talking
pow
about that before we started recording. Yeah, now they're more
Right.
serious and dark.
Yeah, and even if you look at the original Batman comics, like not just the Batman show, because with the pow and all that, for the Batman comics, they're not a menacing Dark Knight figure.
Yeah.
Right.
That really transitioned to that probably like in the 80s or 70s probably, but like the original comics for Batman, it was not that dark. That's
Right.
for sure.
Yep.
All right.
I don't even think it had that backstory. Sorry. Yeah, we're definitely.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Rabbit hole.
All right. So Earl, you're up. You got 2 picks.
Oh, okay. Man, you still come along though.
I
All right.
know.
So tonight we watched Miracle on 34th Street. That is good.
Is that your pick, or are you just saying that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll say that's my
Okay.
pick. You know, because it's a good feel good family movie.
It's a good feel good
we
one.
we decided, me and my wife were talking the other like 2 nights ago, and we realized that my 8-year-old had never seen A Christmas Carol, or doesn't know anything about the Christmas Carol story with Scrooge and all that stuff.
Right.
And so we looked it up. Of course, it costs money this time of year to rent or whatever.
Go
And
figure.
so tonight we decided to do movie night. We gave him a pick of a few different Christmas movies to pick from. So one was Miracle on 34th Street, which is what he picked, and we watched that tonight.
Wow.
It was good. The most recent one is back in '94, I think, is the one that's filmed, but there's a few older versions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm gonna say the cartoon Grinch.
The cartoon version.
Cartoon version. Okay.
That's a classic.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't like the Jim Carrey version, but
Well, the original
yeah,
cartoon version or the
Original-
CGI animated
no,
version?
Oh, yeah.
no, not that. The original
Yeah.
cartoon version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
classic. It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Good pick.
Yep.
I like it.
So yeah, the Miracle on 34th Street, and then the Grinch, the cartoon Grinch version one.
Okay. I like it. All right, Alex, you're up.
So I'm gonna have to go with the Christmas Chronicles.
That's pretty good, actually.
It's on my list.
Love the Christmas Chronicles.
That's gonna
They
be.
did.
I think that's gonna be a new thing.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the second one?
I've not.
It just came out this
not
year.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
the
yet,
second one
because-
is great.
Because I watched the first one last year, and I remember a lot of it, but I want to go back and rewatch that again, and then watch the second one.
Yeah, no, definitely rewatch the first one again. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No,
But-
I loved the first one. I loved it last year.
It's such a cool take on Santa Claus as being this cool bluesy type of guy that just loves thrills, and getting into
it's
dangerous
magic
situations.
Christmas
It's pretty
song.
cool.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination of that. It's also good for to watch if you have kids. To watch with your kids. Like, it's good for everybody, just adults and children as well. Like, it's very good. Love it.
I mean, plus it takes me back to those Big Trouble in Little China days with
True.
Yeah, but when they came out with Goldie Hawn at the very end of the first one, you're like,
yeah.
oh, that's cool. It's
Yeah.
like, they haven't been together since was it Overboard? Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're
That was cool.
together in real life, though, aren't they?
Is that really like? I don't know. I don't follow
Yeah.
that crap. I know
Yeah,
some
I'm pretty
people, like,
sure they've
live
been
on that
together
crap.
in real life for like 15 years.
Well, I mean, good on them. I really don't know that. It's just how I know them two together is Overboard, and that's a good classic movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't know that. I can't take credit for that. I didn't know that before until my wife just recently told me. Because I brought up the same thing, and she's like, "Oh yeah. They've been. I mean, I don't think they're actually married because they want to keep their star names, separate. But they've been
Hollywood
together.
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good one though. Christmas Chronicles. Actually, even as modern as it is, it's actually a really good pick.
I like it. All right. So I got 2 picks. I know the first pick, so I'll say that one first, and my second one's I got to figure out. So my first one is it's a personal one that I like. I think a lot of people like it. It's a comedy, and it's Office Christmas Party.
Oh yeah.
I
I had to choose between that one and a different one. I can't tell you obviously because I'm gonna say it,
right,
but
right.
that was a tie
It's
between.
it's a
two
more
choices for
modern.
me.
Christmas Party. What is? I don't recognize that.
That's with Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. The guy from Ozark. What's his name?
That don't help either.
Oh my God.
He was in
Oh my God, it's gonna bug me.
Game Night. You ever seen Game Night?
Yeah,
He was in
Game
that.
Night.
Yeah.
Did you watch Ozark? He's in Ozark too.
No, I didn't watch Ozark.
Oh my God, what's his Jason? Is Jason? No. Yeah, Jason. Bateman.
No,
Bateman.
I don't know. Maybe I had to see a face. I'm not good with the names.
Jason
I
Bateman,
don't know. I have to look it up. I've never seen that movie. I've never heard of it, so I have to look it up. Office Christmas Party.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. Jason Bateman.
Okay.
He's in
Yeah.
Ozark.
So
I love Ozark.
the whole point of the storyline is one of the guys basically was like, hey, we're gonna party like old times, and everyone wear these matching Christmas sweaters, and Seth Rogen is in it,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
he's Jewish in the movie as well, so he's like, I don't even celebrate Christmas, I'm Jewish.
And yeah, and was it? It's not Seth Rogen. It's the other
That's
guy.
terrible.
It's not Seth Rogen. It's the other guy that what's his name? It's not Seth Rogen. It's the other
Oh?
guy. It's the other guy with orange hair and a beard.
What?
I know who you're talking
I'm
about.
telling
Seth
you.
MacFarlane. Is it McFarlane or
No,
something?
no,
like that?
no. This is gonna bug me now.
Mention in the comments who the heck are we trying to say right now?
No, it's
I know because like I have no clue. I'm terrible with the actors' names. I really am. Like they have to be super famous for me to remember who they are.
why am I not seeing him in here? Oh, anyway.
So that was the Office Christmas party.
Yeah.
So that was your one. You still got one more.
Oh, so the guy I'm talking about is so he's the owner of the company, and his sister comes in, who is am I thinking of a different movie now? Oh my god.
No, you're thinking of TJ Miller.
Okay, and
He's
yeah.
in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're thinking of, and Jason Bateman is the guy from Ozark.
Right. Yep.
Yep. Obviously, I'm
That's
looking at the cast right now, so
I know.
you
Yeah. Anyway, that's love that one. More modern one, not necessarily a popular pick. Good movie. Now my second one I'm struggling with because I'm really in between an old classic, kind of like you said, The Grinch, the original. So I'm in between that, or should I go something that I know is not going to be a popular pick with people? I just know it's not, but I love it. It's a corny movie.
That's one I want to hear. What do you got?
All right, I'll just do it. I love Jingle All the Way.
So
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was
love it, dude. I love
that was the third
it.
one.
No.
Tonight we told him to pick three: Jingle All the Way, Miracle on 34th Street, and Christmas Carol. That was one of them because I knew he'd like that.
Who?
My kid. When we were talking about, we were doing a family movie night. We were doing a family movie night tonight, and we said, "All right, we got three. We got all these Christmas movies. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you three of them. Show you the little picture of the thing and the trailer, and pick from these three."
It's not good acting, but it's a fun movie. It's a fun Christmassy movie.
You might as well just said Frozen.
Probably Sinbad's best movie.
No.
Probably Sinbad's best movie, honestly.
I clearly have better movies on my list than that, as far as like what people would think is better. But I just went personal. I like it, so I'm picking it.
Here,
I already got Home Alone and Christmas Story. I'm good.
You've seen it, not just you, but like anyone. If you say Jingle All the Way, if you were born prior to 2000, you've seen that movie, whether you liked it or not. Everyone's seen that movie.
Yeah, it was on for like 3 straight years in a row, over on repeat.
Yep, everyone's seen that movie.
And it's a feel-good story. He's trying to get the toy for his kid. That he's trying to.
They're all feel-good stories. It's about Christmas. They're all Hallmark stories.
But it's Arnold Schwarzenegger in there. It's so good.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Hallmark story. That's the weirdest part.
That's
all right, Alex, you're up. What's yours?
All right, so we'll keep with the theme of more geared towards kids movies, but adults enjoy too, and that's Polar Express.
After all that, you went with that.
They did really good in that.
Good movie.
I love Polar Express. Just all the different nuances that go into the storyline, and some of the famous voice actors in it, like Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is most of the movie.
Yeah,
like he is several characters, not just the conductor.
Oh yeah, he's the guy. He's like the
bum, and
And there's I think there's like a hidden message. Like the bum is supposed to be like one of the Christmas spirits, and
he is. Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool movie.
That's actually good because but you think it's like a modern CGI movie. I think it's based off of a book.
Yeah.
When was that book written? Like in the 70s or something?
Yeah. I think it was written a while ago.
Book.
So
it's not on my top 10 list, but I do like it.
It's a good pick. It really is.
All right, Earl, you got the last pick.
All right. So
I got one more that I really want in there.
This is
We
the
can-
last. This is the last one. Like I only get one, right?
Yeah.
Because we come back around like this. I'm glad
Unless you
keeping
want to
count.
add one more round.
I
we
lost
can-
count. I'm glad you're keeping count.
If-
No,
if
because
we-
if I add
if we
one
make
more,
it
it starts
quick-
the cycle all over again.
I know, but we can make it quick if you want. 'Cause Alex really wants to pick one more, but you can't talk about it forever. We'll
Right,
come
that's
back.
right.
We'll come back one more round if you want, Alex. Just can't talk about it for
Okay.
20 minutes.
Gosh. All right. So because it had, they
All right,
haven't
pick two.
been
Pick
mentioned
two
yet,
then. Pick two.
because it has been mentioned yet, I have to go back to claymation movies that we all grew up with. I'm going to say Rudolph.
Yep, that was what.
Okay.
That's the one I was torn with.
Gotcha.
I was like either
Yeah.
go classic, old one like I was gonna pick Rudolph,
And
or
I'm
Jingle
doing
or
it
Jingle All the
because
Way.
for the sake of it has to be said.
Yeah.
I had that on my list, but I kind of like grouped together the Santa Claus is coming to town, Frosty, and Rudolph into like the claymation, because I mean they're not full length movies; they're like shorts.
Frosty's cartoon,
Right.
actually. You want to think claymation when you think Frosty, but actually Frosty was cartoon.
How was it? Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
original one was. No, you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you won't think that way, but then when you start thinking about it, it's like no, actually, it was all cartoon, but it was the exact same area. So you do right. You do group them all together.
Yeah. Well, which one was the one with the bottom the abominable snow?
That was
snowman?
Rudolph. And there was
Rudolph.
That was
there-
Rudolph.
There was
Yeah.
a snowman
was
in there
claymation.
too.
The Island
but
of
there's a-
Misfit Toys and
Yeah. There was a snowman
Yeah.
in there, but that wasn't Frosty. That was right.
And a
That was just
dentist.
that
that was the narrator. That
the
was
narrator was a snowman.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't Frosty. Yeah.
No, that's
Alright,
Whatever happened to those? I don't think I've seen them on TV in a couple of years.
they come up every year, but it all
Do they?
depends. Like this year, Hulu, they
That-
like said we're not showing Rudolph. Like it was on. So we have a
Yeah.
Hulu package. We don't have regular cable, but
And that's the
Hulu package
problem.
we got is we got so we can have our local channels. So if it's
Yeah.
on our local CBS channel, our local news, or whatever CBS is showing locally, even with an antenna, what we're supposed to get. But all of a sudden, Rudolph comes on, and Hulu's like, we didn't pay for rights to show this. So even though it's your normal local CBS channel, we're going to say, nope, for this hour, you don't get this channel at all.
And that's
it.
that's a problem nowadays. Where back in the day, it would be on your local channel. You can watch it just like
Be on
normal. But
freaking
with
PBS.
all these streaming services, they claim rights to certain things, so you can't watch it.
About the money.
And then on top of that, a lot of people nowadays, even if it is on cable, they don't even watch cable anymore. They have just the streaming services. So there probably is like classics like Charlie Brown and stuff like showing on there. That I don't
Right.
even know because I really just watch the streaming services. So like between rights and like just not watching cable that much, like it's hard to watch those classics anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
it
Charlie
sucks.
Brown is only on Apple TV this year.
Yeah. I
Really?
yeah, 'cause I
Yeah,
tried to
only on
watch
Apple TV.
I tried to watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving in Delaware with my mom. I couldn't find it, and I looked online. It's on Apple. Like, what?
Yep.
Are you serious? Get out of here!
Yeah.
You know, it's 5 years from now that will change because of all the different things with all the politics. It's all politics. It's money. It's social. You know, all this
All right.
different crap. It's all going to change.
Sure.
So, like 5 years from now, it's going to be a different story for some reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but that's just the corporate world we live in.
Let's do a lightning fifth round.
All right.
Okay.
Lightning.
Everyone gets one more.
So Earl gets another one. Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So
you
get
better
back to
not
back,
pick mine.
technically.
You better not pick the one that the whole reason why we're in this lightning round. You better not pick it.
The whole
I hope
reason
it
we're in this
does.
lightning round.
Yes,
All right.
because I insisted.
I'm doing this because Alex really wants one more pick. So if you steal it, I'm gonna please.
But
steal
I
it.
just like everyone to pick the ones I want, and like I'm okay.
Think about whatever Alex is thinking about. Try to steal it.
Shut up, Brandon. Shut up, Brandon.
No, I already stole one from Alex. That was Die Hard. Crap. I don't. You know what? Look,
I think
y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Alex, Brandon, come back to me.
All right. Well, my pick might be Alex's pick.
Oh, you better not.
Oh
do
no,
it.
no, I got it.
Oh.
I got it. It's still my
No,
turn.
no,
National
no.
Tunes. National
No.
Tunes.
No.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
No.
That is
No.
what I had.
That's
I
what I
had
was-
that in mind
Alex.
from the very beginning. I just for some reason I lost it for a second there.
That's the
National
one.
Tunes.
That's the
That's
one.
It. That's it.
Alex don't look.
No, it's like
Now he's Scrooge. You just made him Scrooge.
yes. Yep. You're
So
You're
mad.
a Christmas Carol right there.
That's it.
The
It was
Muppet
National
Christmas Carol.
Lampoon for sure.
Yeah, that's my
No, you're
Why
right.
did-
No, that
my
is one
wild
that
card.
that
I
is.
thought you would have picked that sooner, Alex.
No, that you should have
It
picked
was
that
on
sooner.
my list. I don't know why. I just it's all the way at the top too. Ugh.
Problem is, there's so many Christmas movies. Like
There
that
is.
is the easiest. I won't say the easiest. That is, I mean, it's the most themed movie
Yeah.
ever made. It's
Yep.
Christmas of some sort.
You said
Because
it.
it's
Humbug.
well, like yeah. So
All right,
sorry.
Alex.
I
Well,
thought like that was like I didn't just come up with that.
That's
That was
your-
on my list originally, but for some reason I couldn't pull that out of the air until the very last second. I'm like, yes, yep. Sorry.
my
So
teacher.
Brandon, what was the one that you picked again?
Well, technically, you're next.
Okay.
So you got to pick something now.
Now you know how I felt a few minutes ago.
All right.
You stole two of Alex's. That's crazy.
You got it.
You know
Oh,
what?
got one, he's got
I'm
one.
gonna take this one. You kind of yelled at me about it before because we were talking about before we started recording
Yeah.
on what we're
Oh,
our
no.
plan,
Pick.
and you're like, oh, don't share everything because
Yeah.
we're and so I'm gonna take this one from you, Brandon, because I know how much you.
I'm already
you-
typing it in.
Yeah. The Harry Potter movies, because in every Harry Potter movie during the school year, they have a Christmas scene
Yeah.
and a big Christmas dinner. So yeah, Harry Potter.
And the irony
All of
is,
them.
I'm obviously the biggest Harry Potter nerd on this podcast, as we
Very
talked
much
about
so.
in our last episode. And I didn't
Very
pick it.
much
I
so.
could have picked it. I didn't. I'm perfectly okay with picking movies that aren't necessarily the traditional Christmas movies that have Christmas themes in there, but I strayed away from that. Like, I feel like I'm not portraying my Harry.
Your Harry what?
Like that. It's okay. I know it can be considered Christmas, Christmas movie because of that, but I'm okay with it. Not mad. Good pick. Dickhead. Anyway, so now, all right. Well, I'm the last official pick now. So I have 4 left on my. I picked 11 total. I have 4 left. So I'm gonna name 3 that I could have picked. These are not my actual official picks, but because you guys can't take them, that don't matter. I had Elf on my list, but I thought that was just too. I love it. I love Elf. It's just too popular for me, so I didn't want to pick that. The other one was a Grinch with Jim Carrey, which is also good.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, I only had 3 left because I had National Lampoons on here still. So I'm gonna pick my 11th on my top 10 or my top 11, I guess. I'm my 11th one and pick that one. It's another corny one that I personally like. That may not be a popular pick, but Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
like it.
Another Tim Allen one.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
love. I love
That's a
Tim
good
Allen
one.
there, and that's
That's
another
good.
good one. So
Yeah, that is a good one.
yeah. That's the final
Honestly,
pick.
like I'm a huge Tim Allen fan. I
Yeah, me
really
too.
am. Like
Yeah.
if he didn't screw up in his earlier years as an actor and get himself some charges, I would totally
yeah.
vote for him for president.
That was before Home Improvement, even though it's just like
Yeah, it was, but
it's a young dumb.
It was a
mistake.
very, very early acting career
Yeah.
when he was,
Still stand
trying
up,
to.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But if he didn't have those charges, I would totally like write him a letter and say, "Hey, man, run for president. I'll vote for you." I would. He needs
Last
to be
Man
our next
Standing
president.
is the best. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, Home Improvement was so good, but Last Man Standing, I guess, just because he kind of thinks like I do, and well, his character, I don't know how
Yeah.
he thinks. His character thinks like I do. And Last Man Standing, I don't think it's hilarious. It's a.
I think that it's a lot of him as a person
It is.
as well. I mean, there is.
You can't fake
there's
some of
great
that.
actors
You
who
can't fake some of
can
that.
enact a role that is completely outside of their personality. But there's a reason why Tim Allen gets selected for a lot of these types of roles, and it's because it's just like the same reason why Jim Carrey gets selected for the types of roles he gets
That's
selected
fair.
for.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, like the Grinch, there is literally no other actor out there that could have played the Grinch as well as Jim Carrey did. I mean, even some of the improv, like I was watching a whole thing about, the Grinch of the different scenes and everything and what was supposed to happen and what actually happened. You remember that scene when he was trying to find something to wear to be the holiday cheermeister?
Yeah.
And he goes to grab the tablecloth and he rips the tablecloth and all the things on the table like stayed, like he did it perfectly. Apparently that wasn't supposed to happen. Everything was supposed to go flying, but he did it perfectly and nothing went. So he went back and flew everything off of the table, cleared the table, and then flipped the table upside down. That was completely improv.
Improv, yeah.
Yeah, he's good at that.
He was perfect. For
Yeah.
that character, yeah. All right. that was
Everyone's gone through, I guess.
so our final teams. It's five. It's five now. Our final list. Earl had Die Hard, Miracle on 43rd
Thir-
Street,
34th.
34th Street. Is it 34? 30? What did I say?
43rd. He's at 43rd.
34, 30.
43rd. I mean, it's not even a TH at the end. It's an RD. It's like completely different.
This is why it's the Better with Beers podcast. This is what
Yeah.
happens at the end. So yes,
Not
Miracle
better
on
with
34th
numbers
Street.
because
Oh,
Brandy
I-
can't do numbers.
I can't do numbers or math. That's 100% true. Cartoon Grinch, the classic cartoon Grinch. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic, and also National Lampoons. That's his team. Alex is the Santa Claus, which is I love it. Gremlins, Christmas Chronicles, Polar Express, and Harry Potter. And mine is Home Alone, A Christmas Story, Office Christmas Party, Jingle All the Way, and Christmas with the Cranks. So I will list all those in the description below. Those of you watching, whether it's around Christmas time or later, whoever comes and watches this video, please vote on your favorite list of Christmas movies. So we want to know who wins, which is it's going to be me, but it's okay.
I still wish I got Home Alone. Look, you're gonna win with Home Alone because I really.
I think
do.
Home Alone and A Christmas Story as my 1 and 2.
I
is,
really
like,
wish I didn't
strong.
throw my vote
Strong.
to Die Hard just because I was trying to spite Alex. But
No, I think it'll be okay though. I
I'm
think
still salty about National Lampoons, so you
That's
can
true.
have Die Hard. I'm
what
still
I'm saying.
salty about National Lampoons.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I have Home Alone and Christmas Story, but you have Die Hard and which a lot of people
Rudolph.
I know, but I think just Die
Rudolph.
Hard and National Lampoon alone gives you a
Yeah.
good running.
Yeah.
So I think we should definitely do some more drafts in the future based on different things. So
Yeah, it was fun.
it's good ideas. Let us know in the comments below if you agree. Other than that, well, obviously a little longer than normal, but hey, it's Christmas, so
No, that's fun.
we're here for giving, so we're giving more entertainment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And giving and drinking.
Giving and drinking. So
Yeah.
cheers, guys. Everyone watching, please subscribe below, help us out, comment, hit the notification bell, check us out on social media. And other than that, drink more beer. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
and
everybody.
we'll see you on the new year. Cheers.
Later.